Hey, 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 how's it hanging, everyone? I am at the computer right now recording a new dark soundscape set in which I planned on streaming live on my channel this coming Sunday evening when I get home from work. One thing I find is that Sunday nights are usually the best time to stream or play material like this because it helps you relax, wind down after a busy weekend, especially when I have to get up in the morning to go back to work for the next 5 days. So Sunday nights are a lot more better time to stream this kind of material. That's for sure. I'm also thinking of going back to the castle this coming Saturday night after work. I took a couple weeks off to rejuvenate myself. One thing I have noticed is that when you keep going to the same place each weekend, it gets kind of stale. It gets kind of repetitious and boring. And usually taking about 2 or 3 weeks off helps. That's something I should have done when I was going to numbers each weekend back in Texas. But knowing me, the creature of habit that I am, you know, I tend to repeat things over and over and over, whether it's actions or words that I say or methods of doing things. Believe me, I am a horrible creature of habit. My sister will tell you that straight up. Speaking of my sister, her and I had a couple conversations on our way to the grocery store yesterday afternoon. She mentioned that A, it's time that I get me a new computer, and B, I get me also a new bike. Now, I did mention about possibly getting one of my computers to the repair shop to get it fixed because this one right here, which I haven't used in a long while, has a broken mechanism in which it's unable to receive the Wi-Fi that we have here. To get the Wi-Fi going, I have to insert this into the USB plug. However, the issue with that is that it takes a long ass time for tabs to come up on your computer screen, let alone shut things down. A couple of times I had the same issue with the computer that I'm using right now. In fact, I still have the old Alienware computer in my closet there. I haven't used in ages because some fucking virus got to it. I've been thinking about getting that repaired, but it would cost millions of dollars most likely because this is a big ass computer here. It's a specific model, and my sister mentioned it's probably best to spend money on a new computer than to spend a lot more getting the other ones repaired. Same thing with getting me a new bike. I stated a couple of times in the past that I've been having issues with one of the lug nuts in the back tire. It's stripped. I've tried every wrench, every tool there is in the garage to get it off, but to no avail. And we discovered a couple of days before that the post where you screw in the lug nuts to keep the tire fastened on is bent. How, I don't know. I'm thinking it's possibly time to get a new bike. Now, the bike I'm looking for is the kind that doesn't have any hand brakes or brake pads. Because back in Richmond, Michigan, when I was living there in the early 2000s, I keep adjusting the brake pads. I would keep adjusting this, adjusting that there to making sure they're absolutely perfect, top-notch perfect. And a lot of times the brake pads would wear out. I cannot count how many times I've had issues with that. course, I cannot count how many times I had to change the back tire. Because usually I run over something, causing it to go flat. It's usually the back tire I have issues with, come to think of it. So sometime soon I'll probably check the nearby Walmart to see what kind of bikes they have for sale. I'm looking to find me something around the under or over $100 range. I had to check out I had to check out what they got. Basically, it was what I meant to say. My bad for that. Other than that, work is still going good. No issues, no complaints, no problems. I enjoy the work that I do. I get paid well, $14 an hour, thank goodness. No problems with management, supervisors, or co-workers. And one thing I've noticed about myself is that I'm a lot more appreciative of people, whereas when I was working at the golf club a few years ago, I wasn't. I had a lot of issues. I had a lot of resentment from things that happened to me, that were said to me back in Michigan. And it fits to say that when we were on lockdown from the pandemic in 2020, it gave me a lot of time to think about how I was back then. And I vowed never to be that person ever again. That angry Earl has been gone since that. So that's all that's going on so far. Let me know what you think of what I just said. And the AC just started on back. So in the meantime, like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. And you guys have yourselves a good weekend coming up, okay? Bye-bye.